Hey, what's up and welcome back to Interpreting the Stars, where today I have a brand new film to talk to you guys about today, and that's going to be a little film called Demigod. Demigod is essentially about a group of people that gather in a forest and find themselves kidnapped, forced to play a deadly game of hunt or be hunted, as the cult that took them revealed the heart of the hunt is to be a human sacrifice for a demigod that lives in the woods and lavishly rewards the cult for their good behavior in tracking down all these people for food. How can these people live through such an impossible game of cat and mouse? Only time can tell. Throughout the years, we've seen a lot of films featuring wild hunts that were both thrilling and in some cases thought-provoking. They all do just about the same thing: collect a number of people, set them free, sometimes in the woods, and hunt them down. Just recently we had The Hunt, which had a very unique political message at the heart of the wild hunt. These films can be seen all the time, and we've always been able to see the idea switched up to make the film in question unique. Demigod had an interesting premise, as we have all these people running from a mythical demonic creature that supposedly lives in the woods. Are these people crazy? Are they not? And if there really is a demigod, then how exactly do you protect yourself from that? Deep within the confines of this film, these are all excellent questions if the story was more compelling than it was. Part of the issue with a film like this struggling to draw attention comes down to a few things. First of all, a lack of truly intriguing or uniquely written characters that you can root for. Even though one of the actresses in this film is Rachel Nichols, who I've always enjoyed in the past, her character is incredibly bland and empty. She's literally just a person. As far as the demigod that's chasing all these people down, in theory he's great. But in practice, it's one of the worst designs I've ever seen if they were trying to make it look real. It is so obviously just a mask. And then he looks to the right and you see he has these like laser eyes or something. I don't know what this thing is, but I honestly find the character to be a bit of a mess. Plus, the reasons for why all this is happening in the first place aren't evidently clear past the very, very basic trope of human sacrifice, yay. In general, I appreciated some aspects of the cinematography and the general premise of a group of people getting hunted down one by one, but on its own, that's a pretty shallow set of positives that this film follows. Unless you're specifically looking for a tacky B-grade horror film, you might want to stay away from this film. Let's go ahead and break down my final score for a moment. From a tactical, unbiased perspective, like I said, elements of the cinematography were not bad, and the concept on its own was fair. But the story was nothing new, and that stinking creature that supposedly is supposed to be demonic and hauntingly scary is mostly a joke. My unbiased score is 66%. As for how I personally felt about it, I'm not going to outright say that the thing is horrible, because it's not. They essentially made a film that they sought out to make, and that alone deserves praise and admiration. But it's also not a movie that anybody really needs to see at the end of the day, unless they're the kind of person to personally get a kick out of these cheaper horror films, regardless of depth. This score is 54%, meaning that when we combine the two scores together, we come to the final rating of 60%, 60 out of 100 possible stars, or the letter grade of C on my letter grading system. Now guys, I want to hear what you guys have to say about Demigod. Have you seen it? And if so, let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. Was I just missing the point? And if so, tell me why. And as for YouTube, you guys know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button, and bell to be notified when I come out with my next review. And until then, peace out!
Dave examines movies we just watch for fun. Davey is the expert. He